Hey guys, we are Group 7 and we chose the motherhood penalty as the topic for our marketing recommendation. This video here does a good job of introducing the motherhood penalty.
Two female job candidates, stellar work experience, virtually identical resumes. One got the job, the other didn't even land an interview. Why? CBS 4 investigates the motherhood penalty, how much it's costing, and how to avoid it, whether you have a job or you're looking for one. Tonight on CBS 4 News at 10.
After the Second Industrial Revolution, the demand for labor began to grow. Women were encouraged to leave the domestic household and enter the workforce. These women were often faced disadvantages when compared to men. These disadvantages included discrimination, sexual harassment, wage inequality, and the motherhood penalty. The motherhood penalty defines the substantial per-child wage penalty that mothers suffer in the workforce. After social rights movements and revolutions, laws banning discrimination and harassment in the workforce were passed to protect the rights of minority groups, including women. One such human resource law included the Equal Employment and Opportunity Act, which makes discrimination based on gender illegal in the workplace. Decades after the Equal Employment Opportunity Act was passed, we are still seeing cases of gender inequality in the workforce. Relevant examples include the wage gap and the motherhood penalty. Mothers experience their own disadvantages in the workforce compared to other women and men. An example of the motherhood penalty facing women workers in the United States is currently happening at Amazon. A group of maternal employees who call themselves Mamazonians are demanding backup daycare because of disadvantages they face compared to men or women with no kids. This disadvantage is costing them career advancement. Home Depot, however, is doing the right thing. Home Depot offers on-site daycare through Bright Horizons, plus 10 days of subsidized backup care. This supports Home Depot's progressive image and attracts more people to work there while encouraging consumers to shop there as well. In contrast, many consumers see companies that aren't socially responsible through a negative lens. Today, more than ever, companies must take progressive action to support a socially responsible image. It can be challenging for multinational corporations to act locally and affect their consumers. Nike, among the other companies that offer childcare for their employees, exceeds in this aspect. Nike has a child development program that supports employees at Nike and their children. The Nike Child Development Program allows employees to drop their children off at a facility while they go to work. This program is unlike many daycare facilities. Nike's program is very similar to a camp where children are taught skills and learn to develop. Right now, there are 3 of Nike's campuses. Each campus provides various recreational opportunities for the children. These opportunities range from environmental education to physical exercise. The Nike Child Development Program allows women to stay career-oriented without sacrificing daycare. Not only that, but the children will experience the benefits of the program as well. Mothers finally get the peace of mind at work, knowing their children are in good hands. From an international perspective, mothers in Northern and Western Europe are given more opportunities and access to child support than lesser developed countries. In Sweden, mothers get approximately up to 16 months of paid leave after the birth of a newborn, extra tax credits to defray the cost of child rearing, plus access to regulated, subsidized daycare facilities that stay open from 6:30 in the morning until 6:30 at night. However, these initiatives do not come without a price. The tax burdens in these countries run on the line of about 50% of the national income. In order for other countries to have access to initiatives like these, corporations must be willing to incorporate similar programs into the company culture. The fight against motherhood penalty has also gained traction due to the fact that men are not as socially accepted to take on traditional maternal roles. This can be found in the fact that it is much harder for men to receive paternity leave in comparison to women who receive maternity leave. It was not until 1973, when a man named Ackerman filed a lawsuit in order to receive leave, that paternity leave truly was added into workplace discussions. It has been found that offering fathers leave results in a decrease of the gender wage gap, as men can stay home with their children like mothers normally would do. Support for paternity leave would help defeat the stigma of men sacrificing work to care for their children. As a result, we recommend the implementation of paternity leave in more business environments. This simple change would result in giving men room to step up and help support their families in ways rarely seen or done before. Paternity leave helps decrease the stigma against men staying home with their families and decreases the negativity surrounding women staying home. The recommendation provides more choice and possibilities to reducing motherhood penalty while helping to stop the discrimination. One of our marketing recommendations is to focus on branding. Our goal is to create a brand that focuses on creating an environment that accepts and supports working mothers. For example, Reno-based Server Technologies' brand image is best place to work. In all career-based activities, the company positions themselves as such and recruits based on this focus. We would encourage other brands to do the same and focus on branding themselves as a place that is inclusive for all working mothers with opportunities for advancement. This promotes the company as a place that is very welcoming to mothers who may be struggling to find full-time work. It emphasizes the fact that mothers should not be penalized for having children, and it opens up the opportunity for diversification. Creating a positive brand perception and treating employees ethically can contribute to the effectiveness of a company's marketing strategy and efforts. In order to create this brand image and promote corporate social responsibility, companies can begin with an internal strategy. One way to implement this is through interacting with employees to understand their needs and creating an efficient human resource structure where working mothers can advance throughout the company. Companies should also focus on the external marketing environment to promote this branding strategy by creating content that supports its claim. Employees can be encouraged to review the company, write blog posts, and speak of their own experiences in video campaigns to encourage others that the company does its best to negate the motherhood penalty. On a larger scale, marketers can relate the company's ethical principles to its product and further promote branding through digital and print advertising campaigns.